Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? How is everyone today? Yeah, we are going live, and once again, I want to remind you that we are at the Man at Work. Where's everyone? Where's everyone today? Where is everyone? You are the Man at Work. I want to welcome you back, all the viewers. You're the Man at Work, and if you're just joining us today evening for this live discussion, I want to welcome you once again. And before before we go any further, we need to set the tone clearly. Yeah, this conversation we are going to have here is based strictly on publicity available court documents. Yeah, um, investigative journalism and media reporting. We are not, I want to make it clear here that we are not making accusations and we are not declaring guilt. We are analyzing patterns, narratives, and systems of power. So this is not gossip, it's not propaganda. This is a conversation about how stories are told and sometimes redirected. Yeah? Yeah. Earlier, earlier in our recorded episode, we talked about history, how it can be edited, shaped, or partially told. So should I say it's already 6? Should I call it evening or tonight? Yeah, I think it's tonight already because we're already entering 7 p.m. in Uganda. Yeah. Uh, so I'll say tonight we are continuing that conversation, but in the present. Yeah, because once you understand how history is controlled, you start noticing how modern narratives are also controlled. And that brings us to the Epstein files. This has actually been trending for some time and has been popping up for some time. I want us to extensively discuss this on this live. Well, before we dive into it, I want us to discuss what the Epstein files actually are. Yeah, what are the Epstein files? Because like, I guess some people hear the Epstein files and it's just a statement that they hear. What are the Epstein files? I want us to slow this down and make it a little bit clear. So when people say the Epstein files, they are talking about a collection of court documents, testimonies, and records connected to Jeffrey Epstein, a man who was convicted of sex offenses and later died while awaiting further legal proceedings. These files included these this these files included talking about a collection of court documents, testimonies, and records connected to Jeffrey Epstein, a man who was convicted of sex offenses and later died while awaiting further legal proceedings. These files included names mentioned in testimonies, flight logs, associations, and contacts. But it's very important for us to say this clearly. Being named in a document, does not automatically mean guilt. I want us to make this clear. It doesn't mean guilt. So I don't want us to jump into conclusions. Legal systems work on evidence, that's for facts. Due process and court rulings, not internet conclusions. So, I'll pose my first question to the audience. Uh, let me ask you something in the comment section. Yeah. Uh, do you think do you think most people understand the difference between being mentioned and being proven guilty? Yeah. Do you? Mm-hmm. Comment section. Pose the question. I need some answers. I'll repeat my question again. Do you think most people understand the difference between being mentioned and being proven guilty? Now, here's here's as we wait for more people to join. Here's where the conversation gets interesting. Before the Epstein files resurfaced heavily in the public discussion, a lot of attention was focused on individual celebrity scandals. And at one point, certain figures, especially in entertainment, were painted as the ultimate villains. And one of the names that dominated headlines was Diddy. Yeah? Now, again, before I dive deeper, I want to make this clear. We are not here to judge, accuse, or defend anyone. Diddy was Diddy has faced public allegations and civil lawsuits, which is still part of ongoing legal and media processes. But here's the observation, not an accusation. Again, not an accusation. At one point, Diddy looked like the nightmare. Yeah? And the face of excess power and moral collapse in the public imagination. Then the Epstein files entered the conversation again. And suddenly people realized something. The room was much bigger. Yeah, it seemed like Diddy's whole story and the allegations looked like a small, tiny skeleton in a closet. Once the Epstein files converged out there, yeah, what looked like a monster started to look more like a small skeleton in a very large closet. Not because, not because individual cases don't matter, but because Epstein exposed something deeper, a network, a system, a level of power that doesn't live in headlines, it leaves behind them. Yeah? This will drive me to my next question, which I'm again going to pose to the people in the comment section. So here's the real question for you, all my viewers that are watching out there. Why do you think some scandals dominate the media for months, while others quietly fade, even when they involve far more powerful people? Again, why do you think some scandals dominate the media for months, while others quietly fade, even when they involve far more powerful people. Guys, I need some answers in the comment section. I'm not on the live alone. I'm with my dear beautiful viewers, for all those who are watching out there. Yeah. This is where I zoom out. History shows us that wealth and power don't just buy comforts. They often buy protection. Protection from consequences, protection from scrutiny, protection from sustained outrage. You know, the Epstein case reminded people that some individuals operate above normal accountability until something cracks. And if you're to look at this and connect it back to history, it connects directly to what we discussed earlier about history. In the past, we get to realize that knowledge was taken, renamed, and redistributed. Today, you basically see narratives are redirected, reframed, and managed. It's a way different era, but it seems to be the same pattern. Because if history can be edited, then current events can be curated. Yeah? I want to ask you this, and I want you to think about it deeply. Who decides which stories stay in the spotlight and which ones quietly disappear? This is a question I'm posing to you, and I'm expecting some comments out there. Comments. Yeah? This conversation is not about Diddy. It's about the Epstein. It's about Epstein alone. It's about systems. It's about understanding how power moves, how outrage is managed, and how public attention is guided. Once you see that, you stop consuming headlines emotionally and start analyzing them critically. Yeah? Comments. We are talking and discussing about the Epstein files. Remember, we are not here to judge. We're not here to conclude, to comment section. I'll dive back into my very first question. Do you think most people understand the difference between being mentioned and being proven guilty? Yeah? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, our I want you to know that intelligent societies don't rush into judgment. They demand transparency. So if I want us to share here, let's interact. Please give me your ideas, give me your view on the Epstein files. Can I access the comments here? The Epstein files. The Epstein files. The Epstein files. Comment section. Elizabeth Jones, based in the UK. You have said falling. Can you kindly falling? What are you trying to mean by falling? Here in the UK, the chips is falling. Here in the UK, the chips is falling. That's at Elizabeth Jones. It's Elizabeth Jones. Yes, more in the comment section. Please share your comments on what we are discussing. I want to remind you that we are talking about the Epstein files. Yeah. We are talking about the Epstein files. Yes, Nick at Nick Gold, you said no. Guys, this discussion is comparing Jeffrey Epstein and Sean Diddy Combs. The intense public debate largely because it touches on deeper issues beyond the individuals themselves: power, celebrity, influence, accountability, and justice systems. Where do you live though? Bash. This is at Bashful Bay Biography. I live in Uganda. Right now, I'm in Uganda. I'm a Ugandan. Yeah. Yeah. Our channel, please, I recommend, I urge that you subscribe on our channel, The Men at Work. It's based in Virginia. Yeah. Here in, let me see. Do you actually care about the files, or do you need? Oh yes. We do care about the files, because this affects us too. It's not only happening out there, but it's happening in our country day to day. society in Uganda. It's all over the world. Yeah, if you look at the podcast we have been sharing, we talked about there is a case that's effaced of one of our own that was trafficking young girls from Uganda and promising them work abroad, not only for them to find out that they were being trafficked for sex, and some of the girls were maltreated and lost their lives out there. So yes, this I actually care about these files. It's not just about content. At Bashful Babe, yes, Uganda, yeah, in Uganda. Yes, yeah, yeah. So I want us to. Oh, you mean the Uganda with leaders like EDM mean? Uganda, no, 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 not with EDM. Okay. At Charles Edwards, you're a good man. Thank you very much. I'm very honored. I'm very honored. Yes, I am very honored. Uh, I want us to dive into this conversation. When power, influence, and wealth collide with justice, the world pays attention. Recent recent global conversations surrounding high-profile cases have actually recent. I want us to realize that recent global conversations surrounding high-profile cases have forced society to ask difficult questions. Does power change the story? Who gets protected and who gets harmed? And how can the world ensure accountability for everyone, no matter their status? So, in this live today, I want us to explore how public reactions to major celebrity investigations have reshaped global conversations about justice, accountability, and the responsibility of institutions to protect the vulnerable. This is not just about individuals. It is about how societies respond when influence meets the law. So, a brief description is across the world, people are watching closely as high-profile cases spark debates about celebrity influence, legal accountability, and the protection of victims. These these conversations are changing how governments, companies, and communities respond to allegations involving powerful figures. And today we want to examine that global reaction, the lessons societies are learning, and why transparency and justice must remain stronger than influence. Let me see comment section. You are a good man. Okay. Yes, please bring in your comments. I need to. I'm not the only one sharing this. I need to see your reactions. What you have to say about this. We're interacting here. Please go on to the comment section. I want to pose a question. What could be the cause of these situations? There's situations like this, the Epstein files, the Diddy cases. In Uganda, we had Charles Mwesigwa, who was allegedly accused of trafficking young girls from Uganda, promising them jobs. Yeah. Let's. What do you think causes situations like this? And it's funny how cases evolving. These cases evolve powerful figures. Yeah. Please share with me in the comment section. Share with me in the comment section. Yes, please tune in the live. Remember, you at the men at work. We're based in Virginia too, though currently I'm in Uganda. Yeah. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Yes, we need to understand that in every generation there are moments that force the world to stop and ask a difficult question. Is justice truly equal for everyone, or does power change the story? From politics to entertainment, from finance to global influence, history repeatedly shows us the same pattern over and over again. When wealth, fame, and power concentrate in the hands of a few, accountability when power when power concentrates in the hands of a few, accountability often weakens. Yeah. And when accountability weakens, trust in institution begins to collapse. So tonight, we are not just talking about individuals. I don't want to pinpoint. Remember, we are not here to judge or accuse anyone. We are basing on facts. We are talking about systems. We are talking about influence, and most importantly, we are talking about the humanity. We are talking about what humanity must learn if we are serious about building a safer future. Yes. Please, I'm viewing the comment section. Please share your comments. Share your comments. Yes. Yeah. Anyone who wants to join in the live with me, I can invite you to jump on board. Please feel free. Feel free to share your comments. If you want to join the live, I can pin you on. We need to understand that throughout history, powerful figures have shaped the narratives, not only through their achievements, but also through their ability to control perception. And we realize that power can influence media coverage. It can delay investigations. It can silence victims, and sometimes power can rewrite how events are remembered. Because we know this is not new. It is not new. It has happened in empires, governments, corruptions, and industries across the world. The lesson history teaches us is simple. When systems depend too heavily on influence rather than accountability, justice becomes inconsistent. Here, please share your comments. Share your comments. Those that want to join the live, let's engage in this together. When scandals involving powerful individuals emerge, the world reacts in waves. First comes shock, then comes debate, then comes division. Some defend, some accuse, some demand reform. But the deeper impact is not the headlines. It is the erosion of public trust when people begin to believe that the powerful live by different rules. Confidence in institutions. And society becomes more cynical, more divided, and more unstable. Yeah? And these same situations actually rarely happen because of one person alone. Yeah? They happen because of systems that allow them to happen. For example, we have seen all that has been surfacing in the Epstein files. It's literally just that. Institutions that fear reputational damage more than injustice. Cultures that prioritize celebrity over character. Organizations that reward silence instead of truth. And societies that sometimes ignore warning signs until they become crisis. When accountability is delayed, we need to understand that problems grow. When truth is ignored, harm spreads. So behind every major scandal are real human consequences. Families affected, communities shaken, victims whose voices took years to be heard. For example, if you look into one of the podcasts we tackled some time back on the Charles Mwesigwa about a girl called Monica who was from Uganda, from a deep distant village. This case was investigated, I think, for more than two years. The system had kept quiet about it, and until BBC came to investigate on this case, that's when the government of Uganda decided to talk about it in parliament, which was really absurd. But this was ongoing, like all along.